Main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Yes, sir. So we know we have an upcoming fight in January between Adrien the Problem Broner and Manny Pacquiao. Now I'm gonna say off the skip, man, like I truly believe that this fight can breed some bad sentiment on the PBC side. It just has to. It got to. You got Adrien Broner getting the big fight, pay-per-view fight with Manny Pacquiao. This is after him coming off a draw with Jesse Vargas. I know fighters like Errol Spence Jr., Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, these are not, Sean Porter, these dudes ain't got no pay-per-view fights. And they're sitting back like we've been putting that work in, trying to get the best, going up against the best, winning world titles. And it's Adrien Broner who gets the big fight. I mean, I know this got to breed just a little bit of bad sentiment. I already heard Errol Spence Jr. say he doesn't like Broner as a person or as a fighter. People like, yo, he joking. I'm damn, if you got friends like that want to joke like that to the media and to the public like that, damn, who needs enemies? But I'm just saying, man, like, this got to make them feel some type of way, man, because them dudes have been putting work in, and Keith Thurman is the WBA super champion. Manny Pacquiao is the WBA regular champion, yet he ain't even getting the shot before Adrien Broner. Whenever I've covered Adrien Broner over time, I've always told people, man, that the dumb shit that he does is the thing that keeps him in the know, is the thing that keeps him in the A lane, is the thing that keeps him talked about. And amongst today's fighters, especially the big name fighters, that's actually worth more than your last win. You know, to us fans, it's like, yo, this dude ain't got a big notable win in a minute, you know what I mean? But to the fighters, it's this guy's marketable. I can move units with this dude. And that's what Manny Pacquiao is looking at. A man who is trying to get bags of money before he check out of the boxing world. Well, this is the ideal opponent. You know, he wanted Adrien Broner ever since he's been with Bob Arum. Adrien Broner didn't like the amount of money that they were offering at the time, and he turned it down. So this is a fight that Pacquiao's been wanting for some time. And now that he's on the same side as PBC, just like Adrien Broner is, well, the fight is possible. But I'm going to tell you like this, man. This fight right here can do wonders for Adrien Broner's career on many different levels. Because if you even know him as, and you can say whatever you want to say about Adrien Broner, he's an idiot, he's that, he's this, he's this. But if he can go in there and actually get this win, which I'm not saying he's going to do, but I'm just saying if, man, do you know what this does? This redeems Adrien Broner in so many ways. Not to mention possibly sets up a huge fight between him and Floyd Mayweather. If it you know, because Mayweather, I believe, would take that fight. It's easy for him to make. All that money stays in house. They got Adrien Broner in pocket. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, this could happen. And Mayweather would take that in a heartbeat, as opposed to Manny Pacquiao, where it's going to have to be a humongous split. You know, it's going to have to be some pulling and tugging there. You know, it is what it is. But Broner can get the checks that he want. He can bring some prestige back to his name, much more recognition. He can run around and play big again like he always likes to do. Like, remember the Broner that got the victory after Paulie Malignaggi, that version of Broner, when he was walking around like he just knew he was the dude. You hear me? Well, he could go back to that guy with the win over Manny Pacquiao, because it will convince enough casual fans that, damn, Adrien Broner beat Pacquiao. A lot of casuals don't even really know much about the Jesse Vargas fight or the, you know, or what went down, you know, where the Mikey fight is kind of mainstream. But this is the fight that'll be like, oh, shit, Adrien Broner beat Manny Pacquiao. Broner, man, he's in the casual world, but then to get a victory over a fighter that most casual fans know, it would do wonders for him. It would do wonders for him in his career. And he'll be able to walk around and play big. And he can then position himself to get a really good payday with Floyd Mayweather. So he needs to be taking this fight extremely serious. More serious than any fight that he's ever had in his entire career. Because truth be told, he is undeserving of this fight. There are other fighters that are much more deserving of a fight. But this is the route that PBC is going down. This is the route that he's going down. They're going down. So they're making these type of fights. Instead of the best fighting the best, they're looking for big money fights. This is why you got the Spence and Mikey. This is why you got this Pacquiao and Broner. You know, it's big money fights. But he needs to be taking this fight very serious. Because, man, if there was never a fight for Adrien Broner to focus and laser in on and sit down with his coach and get a game plan and execute that game plan through and through, letting his hands go, moving his feet. I do believe that Manny Pacquiao can outwork him, no doubt. But Broner can, if he lets his hands go properly, he has very good timing. Paulie Malignaggi, in my opinion, was faster than Broner, maybe even outworking him. But Broner's timing in that fight, clean, decisive punching, is the thing that pulled it out for him. And that can happen similar in this Manny Pacquiao fight with the Adrien Pacquiao if Broner focuses. Something we haven't seen in a couple fights now. There ain't going to be no weight restrictions. There ain't going to be no, you know, like in the Mikey Garcia fight where he was scared to come in overweight because he was getting fined. So he came in underweight at 138 on the scales. That ain't the issue in this particular fight. It's going at a comfortable weight for him. He's truly a welterweight. At this point in his career, he's truly a welterweight. Well, guess what? You going in there with the welterweight fighter. Manny Pacquiao is coming off a knockout since he's dropped Freddie Roach and he's rolling with his homie Boo Boy. He's found his knockout power back. It's a good opportunity, man. This is a golden opportunity for Adrien Broner. And he needs to be approaching this fight with so much focus, man. I mean, so much focus. So we'll see how this thing goes out, man. I wish nothing. Some people say, yo, man, Broner, he gets in there with the best. No matter what you may say about him, win, lose, or draw, he don't turn down fights. Man, that's a good accreditation that you can get him, man. Yeah, that's true. You know, he don't turn down a lot of fights. And he has been fighting better names than most. But at the end of the day, he hasn't won them all. And the reason that people say he hasn't is because he hasn't approached these fights or executed the game plan in these fights that he has to do to win. This is going to be interesting. It's a good fight. It's a very good fight. Pay-per-view fight. I got my doubts there. I don't know how pay-per-view, but this is Manny Pacquiao, and that's how he get down. But at the end of the day, this is a good fight. I mean, it's not a bad fight, you know, but other fighters are definitely much more deserving of a fight, of the recognition that comes with fighting a Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Thurman deserves it. I think Porter deserves it. I think Spence deserves it. Danny, not so much. Danny, you've been losing too. But at the end of the day, like, I think those fighters should have gotten a crack at it before Broner has. You know what I mean? Well, even in Danny's case, he should have got a crack at it before Broner. But, man, let's see how serious he takes this fight, bruh. We'll get into strategies as we get closer to the fight date. And I'll talk more about this fight as we get closer as well. So to the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe, Twitter, Made Man 511, Facebook, Main Man Made Man Boxing Forum, Google Plus, Main Man Made Man. Yeah, man. Like I said before, man, Pacquiao could definitely outwork him. You know, it's going to be something to see, you know, how Broner adjusts to a strong left hand. A lot of things going to come into play for our strategy in this fight. But Broner has killer timing, man, when he's on his A game. I'm telling y'all, man. His timing is not bad. He just doesn't let his hands go enough, and he's standing right in front of you. Pacquiao with that foot movement, going to be moving all around him, swinging from angles, swinging punches and bunches. But, yeah, we'll see. So to the next video. Peace out.